When people start using VersiFlex, one of the biggest mistakes they make is focusing only on the transfer paper and forgetting about the heat press itself. But the truth is, your heat press plays a huge role in how your transfers turn out. The wrong press, uneven pressure, or the wrong pad can cause incomplete transfers, inconsistent color, sheets sticking to the fabric, or even damage to your substrate. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through what to look for in a heat press when working with VersiFlex and why these details matter so much. First, let's talk about pressure. VersaFlex performs best with medium pressure. Too little pressure can cause poor adhesion and incomplete transfers, but too much pressure can crush fabric fibers, distort stretchy materials, or even push ink outside the design area. Medium pressure is important because it helps keep the transfer film in full contact with the substrate during the entire press cycle. It also helps create consistent edge-to-edge adhesion for sharp, vibrant results while protecting delicate fabrics like performance wear and athletic materials. Now let's talk about the type of heat press. For VersaFlex, a manual heat press is the recommended choice. Manual presses give you direct control over the pressure and are much more reliable for maintaining the firm, even pressure VersaFlex needs. They're also easier to calibrate and don't require special pad upgrades like some automatic presses do. When using a manual press, make sure that the pressure system does not rely on springs. And this brings us to one of the most important things to avoid, spring-loaded presses. These are presses that use springs above the platen, and while they may seem convenient, they can actually create inconsistent pressure during the press cycle. That pressure can shift or give while pressing, which can lead to uneven transfer results. This often causes problems like spotty adhesion, uneven pressure, distribution, and inconsistent results across production runs. Instead, look for a press with a screw knob or a cam-style pressure adjustment that locks firmly into place. This helps maintain consistent pressure throughout the entire pressing process. Another important factor is the pad underneath your substrate. Many heat presses come with a soft foam or a sponge pad, but for VersaFlex, silicone pads are the better option. Soft foam pads compress too easily under heat and pressure, which can create uneven pressure distribution and inconsistent adhesion. This is especially noticeable on stretchy fabrics or textured materials, and it can even cause the VersaFlex sheet to stick to the fabric. A silicone pad maintains a much firmer and more stable surface during pressing. That stable surface helps deliver even pressure across the entire design area, leading to sharper details, stronger adhesion, and better durability, especially when working with texture or uneven substrates. Before I finish, here are a few best practices that can really help improve your results with VersaFlex. Always perform a test press before starting a full production run, especially when using a new substrate or heat press. Make sure your press is fully preheated before pressing transfers. A press that hasn't stabilized in temperature can produce inconsistent results. Use a heat press pillow or a seam board when pressing over seams, zippers, or buttons so your design area stays level. And finally, regularly check and calibrate both your temperature and pressure settings to make sure your press is still performing accurately over time. The better your heat press setup is, the more consistent and professional your VersaFlex transfers will look. And honestly, a lot of troubleshooting can be avoided simply by using the right press with the right pressure setup from the beginning.